want, and so I had 20 kits, and I have 23 people that need kits. So I'm going to get the last 3 made up. So if you didn't get a kit tonight, a full kit, I think everybody should have. Let me know. But if you're short when it comes out to the end tonight, you're going to get a kit. You're going to get a full kit. I just have to make up some more or buy some more materials. There's still some more materials coming in that weren't here to begin with. So we'll get going, and now we're going to do a dubbing loop per second here. Is a dubbing loop, and if you've never done one, they're pretty simple. The worst part of doing one is that you lose control of that thread that you'll see in the loop. You want to hold on to that. And I don't know if any of you have something. Oh, this was never going to come out of there easily. Oh, yes. Never put this inside. There we go. If any of you have something that looks like this item, that's to make a dubbing loop. If you have that in your kit, or one that has a couple little antennas that look like they come off an ant, it's to make it spin. You put a loop in the thread, put the dubbing in between, and make it spin. I'll show you in just a second how that works. Since we're working off of a short number of kits, I'm not working off of kits. I'm working off of whatever I have left. So let me grab my things. First thing, you just put your hook in the vise with a bead on it that came in your kit, and we're ready to go with Milwaukee Leech. If I find my glasses, it'll work out best. Right. And I do want to say that I thank Scott for saving my butt here tonight with getting this thing arranged, because we're both sitting here and said, uh-oh, not going too well. And that bead doesn't go around. Let's try another.
Take the barb off.
Pardon?
You need a pliers? Yeah.
Okay, if you have trouble with your bead and it doesn't want to go around, the first thing you do is come over and you put it in the hook in the vise and smash it and get that barb down, and usually that'll make it go around. So I'm into the very end of things here. I'm going to turn a light on here. Hopefully it won't blind you, but that should help you see better. How's that looking? Good? Okay. 6/0 black thread is recommended. You'll see that the 6/0 is just what you should use. So if you start out and you're locked into the vise, the first thing you do is lay that thread over the top, start twisting back, and then you hook that thread over and over and over the piece that you're holding in your left hand to bring it down. Now I'm doing this for people that haven't tied for a while. I assume most of you have. We're going to work our way back down to the bend. Okay. Find my scissors, cut that excess off, and I'm going to look for that black marabou. I don't want to use that whole marabou feather. That's going to be way too much on this particular fly. So I'm going to take some and just steal it off the side and get a grip like that. And I'm going to lay it on top and come over. And I want it just about the marabou to be about the length of the hook that we have here. Now that's a little bit thin. I'm going to put another little bit on there again. So marabou works out nicely. You don't always have to use the whole feather. But if you're looking thin like we just were, it's pretty easy to come back over, lay it down, and there you go. And I apologize, I cannot see you guys at home. So if you're having trouble, yeah, because I can hear you if you unmute yourself. And if you have a question, please do. Everybody okay out there? Okay. I got Ken, I got Al, I got Gordon watching, and we're good. Now, I expected to see some more people. Maybe there are in the gallery.
No, it's.
That's it. Okay, thank you. So we've got
Hello,
that
Jerry.
Yes. Hello. Who's that?
Bruce.
Hey, Brucey.
How you doing, buddy?
Bruce from Pennsylvania. My old friend Bruce Stefanowitz and fishing partner and one of the people that taught me fly tying. So I'm returning the favor here tonight. He's gonna just sit here and watch. Glad you got your kit in time, Bruce.
Yeah, me too. Overdue.
Good. Some of these
Happy
came
New
out.
Year to everybody.
Good. My speaker was working. I'm glad somebody spoke up. Okay. Dig out the stuff that looks like this. That's crystal flash, about 4 strands, they say. So all you need is 2. And you should take 2, put it over the top of the foot, wrap it down a couple of times. On the far side, bring it around to the near side, and you have 4. Now, we're going to do this twice, and I'm going to try the red crystal flash. He doesn't specify red, blue, green, orange, what kind of crystal flash to use, but what I did pick out for you is the semi-seal. Some of it is regular and flash of blue in it, and some, which I'm going to use on my fly, has got some red in this flash. And I think this looks like blood a little bit. And I think fish kind of key in on that red when it looks like blood. Because I know in the roadkill skunk fly that you've tied before, most of you, that red I think is a real key. That really gets their interest up because something's bleeding and it's hurt. And they say, uh-oh, we're going to go after that. Oh, it's just stronger than the time. So I'm just going to sit tight so everybody catches up with me a little bit. And you're doing okay, Jim? Yeah. Yeah. And if anybody wants to, they can trim off that crystal flash about even with the end of the marabou. You don't want it to be going too far past. So you can do that to finish up with. want to say that we're privileged to get this room to do this tonight, and please support the people, buy some beer, buy a drink or something, soda, just to help them out, and because they're letting us use this room, so for nothing. You know, Yossi is the bartender tonight and the manager here, and he really treats us very well. So I hope you appreciate that. That commercial's over. Okay. Peter, only one other person got the double fly mistake. You know, the two flies that he made the same, the cricket and the grasshopper.
Oh, okay.
Should have been there. One other person, Jerry got it.
Well, one
So-
thing is nice to have the thing as a word file, so they can mix it up and put all the stuff in there.
We're going to, one's going to be Ralph's cricket and one's going to be Ralph's hopper. If you've got that, my brain saw Ralph's and it punched it in the, and I thought I had it right, and it came out in your list and it said, uh-oh. So later on, when they do them, I said something wrong. They didn't like what I said.
No, it's not you. Oh.
Am I off of the line,
No,
Scott?
it's not you.
Huh?
It's not you, it's me.
Oh, it's you.
It's that.
Out of town?
Yeah, it's gonna take a second.
Okay. I'm trying to, how many people are we having here tonight? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Perfect. I'm missing 2 people. I got, you guys all remember CJ. CJ had tied with us always before. He sent me his check about, got it about Friday, so I sent the kid out. I don't know if he got it or not. And I kind of expected him to be on here tonight, but maybe he didn't get the kit in time. I hope he got it. I hope that works out for him. Floyd said he's just not going to get a kit today, but he's going to follow along. So we'll see how this goes. Scott ran out of juice here.
Yeah,
We
the
didn't
thing
have
wasn't turned on.
power
That was
on.
me.
I may have to connect again to Zoom.
No, probably yes, because
Probably.
I was the host. And
Okay, we'll see. So, yeah, I had a lot of late entries in some of the kits when thanks to Jerry Ward and Meg and Mark and Jack, we packed these things up and separated it out in 2 different sessions. It's not fun, believe me. And they found out how much fun it was when we did this, because there's so many things. And we did about 20 and ended up with 23 people to make this work. So I got some of the kits to make done into the 23s, but not all of them. I needed more material. So if you don't end up with full set tonight, you know, don't worry. It'll be there before we tie.
yeah, don't do anything because you may still be there.
What's that?
You may still be there. I think you may still be there.
I may be what?
I think you're still on Zoom.
Oh.
Okay.
It says sharing. Yeah, I'm still sharing.
Yeah, so you're still good. I just lost it's all.
Connected. Yeah. 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 How you guys doing for light, Scott? You don't have lighting.
I'm okay.
Can you see well enough?
Yeah, you can.
I think they put in some brighter lights above here than we had before. I do have a light if somebody needs it. John, do you need a light? I'm not using this. Grab it. Come grab it while we're doing nothing if you like it. I've got a little light here, so.
Battery powered or?
No, it's plug-in.
Here's a.
You can move that around.
I don't know if this will, I need a cord.
Yeah, we got a lot of extensions around there. Oh, you've got that? All right. Anybody else? Scotty, you doing all right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we can jump that from there to there.
Let's see.
Pull the chair out, side it on the chair. There we go.
Dang.
But
You're
I don't
good,
think it's
Jerry.
gonna make it to there. Well, if you pull the chair out, as long as. After Scott gets through over there, then he can plug it in.
I hope nobody else fire will all stumble and die in here in the electric cords.
I'll let you.
Well, Jerry, you know, I was one of the late people that.
Don't worry, we're making
that. So I appreciate it.
If I couldn't accommodate, I would have yelled.
We're good,
I would have called. No.
We're good.
No,
Yeah, Jerry, we can hear you on Zoom.
Short.
if I run short, I'll tell you,
Okay.
but I can order and get things pretty easy.
But mostly I wanted to learn the technique because I think I got a bunch of junk, but I don't have.
Back in line.
Just in like over a year.
Okay, everybody caught up with me again? All right. Now we got this in, we're gonna try the dubbing loop technique here. So I'm gonna bring this thread right back to the bend of the hook, okay? I've got a whole bunch of fuzzies here I'm gonna get rid of so you can see better, okay? That's just extra bearable. Okay. Here's what you do with dubbing. You pull down some thread. I'm going to put my finger in that loop.
Oh, you know what? That might have been. Why the king came in later, right?
Okay. Put my finger in that loop, and I'm going to take a couple of wraps and hold that. Okay. I'm going to take this little jobby, the dubbing loop twister, and then move my thread out of the way. If you have a bobbin holder, now's the time to use it. Because you have your way. If you don't worry about it. You can just stumble around like I normally use. Anyway, and
Did you tie in the crystal flash already?
yes, it did, Scott. Yeah, I put some crystal flash in the back. Just take 2 strands and then wrap over it, double it, and lay it back, Scott.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Now grab some of your dubbing that you have in there. This is Arizona. Can you see that? Try that way, huh? Arizona. It's called semi seal. Okay. It was meant to be a substitute for seal dubbing. And you want to put it in that loop, okay? Kind of evenly spread out. The next thing you're going to do, if you have one of these, is twist it. If you don't have one, you can make that loop, grab a hemostat, and twist it up the same way. Absolutely works. So, and then I'm going to take that and I'm going to keep tension on this because losing it is very easy. Each time you go around on the wrap, you want to pull that material back. Just pull back. Pull back. And then at the end, when you're finished getting close to the head, you're going to grab that with your thumb and stop it. When you're finished, you're going to grab it and bring your thumb up, hold it, and then bring this up. Now, I didn't allow enough, so I'm going to need some more, okay? Which is fine. You just do this again. It's good practice. So put a loop in, hold that, come back, do your loop again. This time it's going to be pretty short because you don't need much.
So are we trying to make it kind of a tight noodle of dubbing or a block of those?
What's that, Jim?
Is it supposed to be shaggy or is it supposed to be kind of tight?
Between. You don't want it too tight because it won't wrap right. And if you make it too tight, it's not going to spread out like you'd like it to. And I have lost my look.
Sorry, Jack. It comes off, just keep yanking it off. Sorry, Jack. That's all my fault. I didn't know we were doing it over here.
There we go. So I'm just going to put a short amount in here, small amount for a short wine. Okay. And I'm going to twist it again. Jim, if you see that, that's about 8 or 9 twists. And then come up and capture that thread.
Hey, Jerry, should we leave room at the head?
No,
No room?
no room. Unless you want to put that partridge feather in, and you still can do it without any room. It doesn't take much.
So we don't get the partridge feather, no kid, we don't end.
Yeah, I'm not recommending the partridge myself. I think this looks better without it. If you'd like one, there is partridge up here on that desk next to Jim. You're welcome to grab one and try it. I think this thing looks beautiful without it. And I have too much, as you can tell, of the Cima-Seal after I did my second wrap. So I'm going to pick it apart. Just pick it. Okay. I used to have a fly tying kit. There it is. Yes, I have too much stuff. If you have a brush, now's the time to use it. Get rid of all that excess stuff. Make it look good. Brush it back. And whip finish. Jim, do you know how to whip finish?
Yes.
Okay. Without the tool,
I do have a tool.
with or without the tool?
Well, I know how to do it with the tool.
Okay,
I don't know how to do it without.
okay. Doesn't matter.
As long as I don't lose the tool.
I do it without, and
Once you learn how to do it without a tool, you'll.
yeah, we just,
Never bother with the tool again.
and later I'll try to show you. I'll give you a private lesson on that, and see how it works.
I just use one.
But most of us here have learned to do it without. So there's the one without. Here's the one with, which I think is overkill. I like this simple leech. I really do.
Nothing like a turkey leech.
Yeah.
What are the relative merits of this sort of semi-steel versus turkey?
Pretty simple tie. Except for that loop. If anybody needs more semi-seal for the next one, let me know. I've got more up here. You're welcome to it.
You saving the plastic bags, Jerry?
What's that, Mark?
Saving the plastic bags? Saving the plastic bags for next year?
No,
Okay, good.
it's too much of a pain.
We have,
I started to save them and there's so much junk in them, the time it takes to clean them out, it's not worth it. So, no, I'm not going to save those. Thank you, though. I'm going to do that. We're going to do this one more time if I have enough stuff here. How about if the guys at home? Are you coming along okay? Ken, how you doing? Good. Al? You okay? Who's up top?
I got a little red.
Yeah. That Bob? Okay, let's do that here. Okay. Everybody's behind me on this. I see you guys at home. Sorry. Okay. Milwaukee Leech. What's that?
Mine's a stone. Mine's a stone.
Or stone. Fly or stone fly, which is it? Start through this. I'm going to start through and do it again. And whenever you guys are ready, let me know and do it. And this pattern comes to us from Jason Coyne. If any of you ever had you see his blog, it's really good. Comes out every Monday, and it's called The Scientific Fly. Scientific Fly English. Sign up for it. Good. No, I'm looking at
Are we doing the same one again? What's that? Are we doing the same one again?
Yeah, I'm gonna do it again.
Okay.
Same thing. As soon as I get a piece of pizza. Pizza. Check out the pizza. Yeah, and what this would be. Yeah, shaggy as hell.
Okay,
You can get that beachy look.
yeah.
So I put a lot of.
Sea lion,
Looking at memorizing the shot.
sea lion.
Use a lot.
Yeah, you know, check your eyes.
Maybe I lost some deed too.
Oh, oh, yeah, there you go. You're looking good.
Wow, Doc, huh?
Huh?
Look at that color.
Pretty damn
You
good.
guys, I've been doing 2 years, man.
Really?
Everything was saying, right?
How you doing? Oh, sorry. Yeah, yeah. You like it? Yeah. That's what I did. I'm not a fan.
I was watching you. I did a couple of phones when I did it. I passed on.
Look at somebody in that.
You know what?
I just started to do.
Leech, I think I did offshore, I did the rest.
He's got 3 million classes, but now. Oh, then more. That's what I heard. That's I've got another interaction, so. And if I didn't get all these.
You know how much money everything you are.
Oh, I. You know, I'm doing that, that's why I give up these. Well, it's
Contracts yeah, he's fun.
I have a boy return. Right. Still something like that. Buy the pizza and then I'll go back to work. Buy it.
He likes playing.
There's people that.
You gotta remember how many people business to sell. Baseball. It's for a long time. What's that guy in the?
Navigating this place is not easy. Okay, Zoomers. I'm gonna do another one. This time I'm gonna use a red crystal flash. I'm gonna bury it. I'm gonna put it on first.
Okay.
If that makes a neat difference or not.
Nobody's scared, they don't scare.
Joe, Galley,
Yeah.
here's what I do. I just pull some off the feather shaft. And I'll put some right on top and just wrap over it. And then I'll come back and I'll grab some more.
I see, okay, yeah, you build it up.
I don't have to put that in that loop.
Okay.
Okay. And right now it's not pulling off, so I'm just gonna cut it off and put it out back and wrap over. And then cover things up and bring it back. And oh, good. Oh, there it is. Okay. I like this way so much better than Zoom because I can come back and find things that are going on, like Joe had it, and he was trying to do it the marabou too hard. You can do it easy. So I just kind of like to stack that up in there. And when you're doing a dubbing loop, you probably can't get too much dubbing in there. Yes.
Oh my gosh, that's a lot more stuff than that. But
Yeah, I do a lot. I'm gonna put this out here. I'm gonna put a half hit
okay, so it does
out
run
there
tight.
so I can get rid of that.
Okay.
Spin it. Yep.
Okay, so you just kind of put it in there any which way.
Yeah,
And
I kind of make it so it's gonna stick out.
so it's
at
not
first.
like when you're doubling a piece of thread where you're trying to make a noodle out of it. You're just making a kind of a wad out of it.
Yeah, yeah, so when I start and then I'm starting to pull it back a little bit.
When lines of hairs at its
And when
side.
it gets heavy, I'm really pulling it back.
Oh, yeah, that's all great.
Just pulling it back each time. And then I'll come in under it. Bring this up. Take another wrap or two. I actually worked it. Come in and cut that off. That's how I get rid of it. And then you want to brush it out.
Hank's going through therapy.
With the leech, if it kind of leads with a heavy head and then gets thinner and go back, and more like what the leech looks like. When
Okay.
The Walker Brothers, you know.
when I put the red in there, I kind of like it.
Yeah, red's good.
Here you go, Jim. Let me show you.
Okay, so I see you're making your fingers just like the two.
And it's crisscross, and then they lay it down, and it just keeps going. It's the same thing.
That's the tool.
It's a tool without using the tool.
Okay, I'm gonna try that.
It takes a little while, but once you get it, it's like, oh, that's easy.
Okay, it's not like a series of half inches, it's like.
Yeah,
Keep doing it all.
you keep going. It's this motion.
Yeah, okay, all right. Let me see where it goes.
You know, I go to reunions and meet new people.
Okay, everybody,
That was
we're all set.
graduated 64.
We're gonna put this away and that away.
Number 64 here, it's got, and I'm more
No, we were president in the Congress. And still Jerry. You know, I saw something on the Facebook the other day that said.
Milwaukee Leech.
Made you cry. It's introduction to basic training.
I thought it'd be like, try not to laugh.
But I was on the state hall for a week, so I thought.
Oh, you know what?
But maybe you want to come out and
You know, we get sick or something, just think of that. Somehow I'm going to cheese it. Well, I went under this bunch of garbage in the street. I lost it. I had there was no way I was going back. I did that.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to go do it.
Well, I was afraid, you know, but when I was out every week, one of my is if you realize it and funny from Sweden, you do it this way, and Norway, here. So,
Cress bug. Next, we're gonna do that cress bug next to finish up. Finish up what you're doing.
Well, I'll tell you, yeah, because our problem was we had basically, was running in a word. Well, I always heard it the same way.
Refrigeration on air conditioning. Oh, that's all we had. So the next time I went to the table, the refrigerator for the freezers. I had used 2 buckets. You walk out of the roof, you were 30 feet, and when you walk out, it's But that's this, yeah. That is different. Each second.
Yeah, remember this is up here. It's real nice. It's all on. How much can you call it? Yeah. Where you going? It's not hard to find.
You're sending them home that in like.
I've seen it. One place, the bag of it.
Oh,
I haven't checked you out.
I'm doing fine.
look at so much.
It's my obligation. I don't follow the rules, but it's gonna get a little bit on my leg. That's all that matters.
You gotta be careful walking around here.
Arizona, the dump. John said there, it's
There it is.
Nice world, like.
Yeah.
Two different sets of color. That's nice.
Yeah, well, first half.
Is that, and then there's one with red in it and one with plain.
You were the diesel.
I got some of purple in it at home too. It's all good. Where's this come from? I was asking him where he got it.
Jerry, I ordered so many places I couldn't tell you. Sorry.
No, that's fine. I've seen it. I can't remember where. And I always looked at it and I said, I wonder what that's like. Because I do it with ice stuff. But you know, this stuff lays flat.
It lays nice.
Yeah, nice.
It does lay nice.
Okay, thank you.
Jerry. Right on, it's worth
Because of the long missile battery is we had a oh yeah, but then I don't know if my time is live. I had a couple comments. For further security or so it wasn't in the rear. You were in the ball. It was like I was be careful. And you don't do that every day. Base we did. And whether or not it was your night. For some. It's not only the time
Okay. I'm going to tone this color down a little bit.
There's so many damn.
I only had to do this one.
Oh, God. Pretty shiny.
We had to stay for a while, so that's what I had to do.
A lot of times it was like.
Okay, guys, home. DJ. DJ, good to see you, buddy. How are you?
Yeah.
Your kit?
Can you hear me?
Good. Yeah, I can hear you. You got your kit?
Yes, I got everything. I just had a little problem getting on. I couldn't get the sound.
Give me a thumbs up if you got it. DJ,
Yeah.
thumbs up. You get your kit? Good. Okay. It was pretty touch and go on that. Okay.
Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah. I was moving in a hurry here. I wasn't quite set up, ready.
Yeah, you got me late, but I got it out to you.
All right.
I didn't know if it'd get to you Monday or not. Glad it did.
Oh yeah, I got it today. I got all of it. Thanks so much.
Okay.
I didn't get a chance to use it like I wanted. My glue gun wouldn't work. Well, the glue wouldn't come out.
I didn't get all that, CJ, other than you got your kit. That's good.
Oh yeah, I got it. Thank you so much. And Happy New Year to you, by the way.
All right, guys.
This board goes.
Let me get everybody's attention for a second. Take a look. This is a Cress bug, what it looks like finished. No, it's really a shiny product, so it doesn't show up well here, but I'll try to take it in and magnify it and see how that goes. So hang on a second. Here he goes. A little bit like that, but it's still shiny. Underneath, it's going to look like that. And we're going to use the hot glue guns to do this. So if you've got them out, plug them in. And there's some more over there if you need them. We're going to use clear. You need to get those warmed up. This is the dubbing. Let me get back off of magnify.
You plug it in and it gets it off.
There we go. The dubbing material is sow scud. Okay, and this particular one you have, they called for smoky olive. Nobody had smoky olive that I could find, but we have sow bug, and that's what this is, sow bug, which is probably just as good as the smoky olive. So find yourself that hook, and I did, when I set this up, decide to use a jig hook. I think I would prefer now not to use a jig hook to do this. because you cannot do the jig hook upside down and put that stripe in it. It's impossible to work with. I tried it. I said, uh-oh, made a mistake. So we're going to use this. We're going to work with it this way, not that way. I thought it was going to be nice to work with it this way because it wouldn't get hooked on the bottom. It's going to ride that way, but try to tie it that way at home and you're not going to be happy. So I wasn't. And I'm sorry, I apologize. Never tied one before when I ordered the hooks. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start out with lead, 10 wraps. So,
Oh, wow.
brown thread on this one, guys, brown thread. Black will work, but brown works better. That's an interesting development. Watch what I do with this lead. I'm going to capture in front of it. Okay, and then I'm going to go over the top of it with and holding my finger on it so it doesn't scoot, and come back over the back, get behind it. And so what I've done is I've locked that lead so it won't move back and forth. Because it's just a little piece of lead and you don't want it the whole way. You want it right in the middle so we get a flat and oval shape. And the next thing to do is to wrap your thread over and cover up that lead. Okay. Now that's really thin lead on here. This is 0.10.
Did you put a thread base?
What's that?
Did you put a thread base under it?
I put no thread base under. You could if you want, but you don't have to. You lock it that way. And then the reason, Scott, is I wrap the thread over it. I'm going to come in with a pair of pliers and slightly flatten that lead. But if you do this thin stuff that way without thread, it falls apart. So now you can come back over and wrap some more thread on this. Another way, I suppose, is put crazy glue in there. Either way, doesn't matter. This looks fairly simple, and it is, except when we get to the hot glue part. And it gets a little tricky. And the little thread now is called Wulff. Wulff yarn. I've never seen it before to this date, but there it is. It's kind of neat little stuff. And I'm going to tell you, if you want it to stand out and show up, we're going to double it. So we're going to tie in a piece forward and a piece backward. In other words, I'm going to capture it right there in the middle, and then I'm going to pull that back. Before I cut it, I've got two pieces here I want out sticking out the back, because later we're going to pull these two pieces forward. I didn't think that one. I didn't think that one showed up well enough. They call for one, but I thought two was a lot nicer looking. Okay, and we're going to do another dubbing loop after that, but I'll let you guys catch up to where I'm at.
So we're just tying this yarn and hanging off the back.
I'm tying this on the back. The thread, the two threads are sticking on the back strictly, Jim. Yep, they'll be out back.
You just tied that normal.
Pardon, Scott?
You just tied that thread in normal.
Yeah, just try it in normal, but I want right in the middle of it and have like two tails that we're gonna pull back over the top
Right.
later. So you want it tied in at the top, not the side. No, I got everybody out a hot glue gun and didn't put myself in. I had to do that. Boy, you're catching up.
I need some hot glue.
Hot glue.
Hot glue. Oh,
I have tons of hot glue.
is it ready?
Well, you gotta glue your.
Well, you put the hot glue on, then you trim it, correct?
Yeah. Well, how do you rib it?
What?
Do you put a rib in it?
What do you mean? Oh, you mean?
Like a segment bottom.
No. Not on this one. I've done them that way before, but not on this one. No.
Don't get your hot glue on your phone. I don't think it's gonna work.
Got a trigger? Is that one ready?
No, I just plugged it in, Mark. Unfortunately, that is not ready. That's a little bit better. So we're gonna make a dubbing loop again. Whenever you're ready. And if you watch the video, you saw this guy use one heck of a lot of material.
Like Wulff You do one.
He used, in the video, the guy uses one heck of a lot more than you think it should. But he does use a good bit. So.
The idea of dubbing movies this way, you put more stages. You know what's the video here? So the weak ones on the top? Yeah. That's 19. Yeah, well,
Okay, now what do you do?
huh? Well, you gotta put on your dubbing.
Dubbing goes over the wall.
Dubbing. Oh, no.
Just tie that.
Yeah, you let that, we'll hang out the jack, maybe you do the dubbing.
Yeah.
And I just broke my thread.
Next time. Yeah, very nice.
You break the thread, you just come back, start your dubbing loop again. At the back.
The big one, pretty shady.
Oh, yeah, really.
Inside the.
You know, the side, when you see the video,
Video, I could look, I didn't see one.
yeah, that's, it's on me.
Or at home. Even though I was watching it.
And even over here, do homework beforehand, find out.
Here, you usually have them all done before we even show up.
You wanna see what I did?
It's all like 3 of them over there.
How many? No, I was left over from the trip to Pennsylvania.
You can't be a trip to Pennsylvania.
Whatever he Pennsylvania, they sell bugs around here, they spread bugs around here.
What corner of your Pennsylvania?
I got some, no. I got some official Pennsylvania Cold Spring anglers for the Leech and basically there's the color. It's dark hollow.
More reddish.
Okay. That's what that is.
Usually they're just all gray.
Yeah.
Yeah. In the box, outlaws in the dog. Yeah, they catch, you catch all kinds of fish or something. Some in the water. Some right down there. Started years ago, we had, like to ask.
Oh, yeah. Here, they have one gas all over. Crazy. I don't understand.
I don't. Haven't seen them in years.
One time. But I got
So when you get that dubbing loop cut off, push that back a little bit and tie it off. When you tie off, hey Mark, the people on Zoom can't hear anything but you, and I can give them instructions. So have a seat, will you please?
Tell them to shut up.
All right. Now, if you have a brush and you can tease this out, start teasing it out, even before you run the little brown threads forward. Okay. Please do that gently. Pull them out, pull them out. You'll see how it's going to start to work. You can take the bottom and you can pull it out. And you can pull it out on this side. And of course, my little brown thread just came loose. So I'm going to go back and recapture.
So that brown thread, that's like the shell?
Yeah, that's like a shell for the back, a stripe down the back of that. And mine just pulled away, so I'm going to try to recapture. And then work my way back forward. And there we go. I should be using 6/0 and I'm using 8/0 thread. So once I've got these started to pull out a little bit again, it looks like a big mess, and that's basically what it is. It'll get organized in just a moment. It takes a little bit. And you can now lay your little brown stripe down. I can recommend twisting it as you do it.
You tie it off first.
To stay down and then capture it on the front with your thread. Make sure it's tight on the top. Twisted. And it doesn't behave well with this.
You got the glue on ready.
This jig hook at all.
Glue supposed to be kind of pretty.
Another factor in not using a jig hook I think a regular hook would be much better than this fly.
Gotta plug it in first.
There, captured. And tie that off once you get it. Once you get the brown stripe done on the top, you can just whip finish and tie off and hold it. Okay.
Make sure you lick your fingers after you wrap the lead wire.
Hmm?
Make sure you lick your fingers after you wrap the lead wire.
Yeah. And now you can start pulling out those fibers again. And be careful not to pull out too much of that brown wee wool, because it doesn't like this at all. There we go. And you can take your wee wool and make it come together on the top before you put the glue down. And I think that's the way to hold it. And then if you're watching, just a little bit goes down the back. Not much. And then take the tip, the side of the tip, and pull it sideways down. Through that fiber. And try to keep the wee wool together when you do it, so it's one line, not two. And while it's hot, you can pull it flat and then start trimming.
Just across.
You want an oval shape when you're done. And trim short amounts, not big amounts. And keep putting more off.
The wheel, I got the wheel across.
Legs. Yeah, you don't want to see it.
Part of the trick is to
this guy plugged in. Yes, it is.
That's it. That's how I see. That's the technique. That's what the pros do. Let's see if it is.
Don't worry if it seems messy, because it is. I've tried several of these and they keep looking worse every time, so don't worry.
Just don't care.
I can't seem to keep my fingers out of this. That one's terrible. I'm gonna put another one in the place.
Oh, very fine line. Oh, no. Not a claw, very fine line. I see. I got it.
Here's one. It's fine. This is hot.
That one looks a little more like what it should.
Very small.
None of those are pretty.
Mine came out of the beat. They're not supposed to do it.
No.
I brushed it out. I will. You want to run? I didn't. You go on the top. You put it down the black, the dark stripe a little bit. And then you take the side of that tip. The glue. And pull it out. Into the fibers. How far? All the way. How far? You've got fibers. Oh, okay. You're in the trim. Okay. Never done the trim job.
When you cover fibers.
Yeah, you're looking good, John. You got the fibers right.
Okay, so
It's all everywhere. Well, we'll so you have to add that. I had that problem. You know, I'm doing this.
Feel like it's gonna that's bigger teaching. You gotta brush it out.
Those are the ones that line.
Very quickly, mixing them up. So you go to 7 hours. Yeah, oh my God.
Yeah, it's like, you gotta do it right the first time. Coming back to you can't redo it. No, I gotta take big amount.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
It's I know. Just trying That's what I But I think here's me on the next one side. He's switch over to the next one.
Yeah.
Right.
That's a blowout.
I'm not gonna embarrass myself. I know they were. That's like, I was really looking forward to this thing. Finally, you get something that look like some bug instead of a.
I mean, I'm tied for 40 years. I'm happy. I mean, I'm tied for 40 years. I'm happy. Yeah.
You did fine. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Over. Yeah. Whatever. There you go. Thank you, sir. So the whole thing should be, the whole thing should be how to reach anything. Things should be kind of rigid. Yeah. Crazy. Down those here. So, you know, and one full. Why use both curves to cover this? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Everybody, John used Velcro, piece of Velcro, the hooks in it to pull that fiber. It worked very well. Much better than the clutch. Yeah, and that yeah, that is it really pulled it out flat. This is the bottom of the special. It's this is like one of those office. The next Velcro. Guys at home, hi Bruce. The best puller we found for the Cress bug to pull the fibers out was Velcro. It really a piece of Velcro, the part with the hooks in it, pulled it out very nicely and evenly. So if you try this again at home, try that. The brush I was using didn't do it well. So Zoomers, that's about it for us. We're done with that, and I hope you can give me some critique and give me some information on what's going on your end, and tell us what you need. So if you leave some comments on Zoom, I appreciate it. We'll get an idea of what's going on, or just give me a call or give me an email and let me know what you need out there. Because right now we're going to have to change the system a little bit, and we're going to try to make it so that communicate with me a little bit more. But tonight we had a problem, and I apologize for it. We'll try to get it so you can hear a little bit better, and I'll try to keep these guys' noise down so that doesn't matter. So Zoom guys, have a good night. We're going to divide up all our kits right now as soon as we close up shop. So thanks, guys. Take care.
Thanks, Jerry. Take care. See ya.
Thank you, Jerry. Good night.
Good night, boys. Bye, everybody.
Goodbye now.
Thanks, Jerry.